The question of the nation tonight: has a 10-year-old murder case finally been solved?
And what a question it is. An American in Bangkok ties himself to the death of Benet Ramsey.
I was with Jean Benet when she died.
In Thailand tonight, an American fugitive awaits extradition to the U.S. John Mark Carr is expected to be charged in Colorado for the 6-year-old's murder. While Carr says he killed Jean Benet, details of his confession have raised doubts, and an ex-wife says he wasn't in Colorado when the crime happened.
Police in Britain have found what they were urgently seeking: bomb-making materials, a suitcase containing powerful homemade high explosives, and other bomb-making components. It was actually found 40 miles outside of London. Also tonight, new evidence that al-Qaeda involvement in the plot to bomb U.S. airliners. One of the accused has offered information that led to the arrest of a top al-Qaeda operative in Pakistan. The fear of domestic terrorism is very real. An airport in West Virginia was evacuated after a bomb-sniffing dog reacted to a bottle of liquid found in a passenger's luggage. The TSA reports the liquid in the water bottle screened positive for an explosive material, and a second test confirmed it. The FBI is now investigating and questioning the passenger. An FBI affidavit is shedding light on what may have led to the diversion of an overseas flight. Court papers say a woman passenger was behaving oddly, made a reference that the captain believes was about al-Qaeda, and then she urinated on the floor. The woman's lawyer says, quote, she has some very serious mental health problems.
The Justice Department is appealing a federal court ruling that the Bush administration's warrantless surveillance program is unconstitutional. The Attorney General vows to do everything to keep the program going, but the judge calls it a violation of free speech and privacy rights.
Cigarette companies won't have to pay for programs to help people quit smoking, but they will have to come clean on the dangers of lighting up. A federal ruling today says major tobacco firms violated racketeering laws and deceived the public for years about smoking hazards. The companies must now warn in ads and packaging that tobacco is addictive.
Rescue workers are digging through rubble to reach dozens of people missing after a volcanic eruption in central Ecuador. At least one body has been found so far. The volcano showered rock and lava, burying many homes in the process. Authorities are ordered the evacuation of 3 villages, but most people have refused to leave.
Mel Gibson, he was a no-show in court today for his drunken driving case. Instead, the actor's lawyer entered his no-contest plea. Gibson was sentenced to 3 years probation. The actor agreed to immediately enter rehab and will do public service announcements on the dangers of drinking and driving. Big changes are also on the horizon for Hollywood's many award shows, the ever-growing tradition of giving out those gift baskets. Well, guess what? The IRS has reminded stars who get the valuable goodie bags that they, yes, you too, have to pay taxes on the lavish loot. Well, that's prompted the Oscar folks to say so long to the swag. We'll see if Emmy, Grammy, and others follow suit. Don't you feel sorry for them?
White strips, Crest white strips, part of that.
Yep, taxes on those.
Didn't know that. If you thought about trying to get rid of that pot belly, doctors say you may want to hit the treadmill.
Researchers found that exercise is particularly helpful in reducing the cells of fat, especially around the waistline. The study looked at a small group of obese women. Half were placed on a diet, the other half diet and exercise. All of the women lost weight and body fat, but the women who exercised showed a greater reduction in the size of the fat cells around their abdomens. Doctors say excess tummy fat has been linked to heart problems and diabetes.
Another blow for Merck, the company that makes the pain medication Vioxx. A federal jury in New Orleans found the company was negligent in failing to adequately warn doctors about the risks of Vioxx. Merck has been ordered to pay $50 million to a retired FBI agent who suffered a heart attack after taking Vioxx for a year and a half. Merck has now lost 4 out of 9 cases on its defense of Vioxx. Up next, a bear stops by a local TV station, but this trip has nothing to do with trying to get on camera. You're watching today's Channel 6 News, live at 10.
Drop everything. Toyota's.
Now look at tomorrow's Idaho Statesman headlines tonight. Learn about a cooperative group that wants to protect the Owyhee Canyon lands while opening more of the land to ranching.
A wedding fit for a gubernatorial candidate, elegant with Western flair. What will Butch Otter and his longtime girlfriend be wearing?
And get ready for corn dogs and concerts. Columnist Michael Deeds talks about the new and improved philosophy about grandstand shows at the Western Idaho Fair. All that, and of course a whole lot more, in tomorrow's Idaho Statesman.
He may be able to drive,
but not legally. Police tried to stop a suspected stolen car when the 14-year-old driver took off. But his skills behind the wheel weren't up to par for the busy Detroit streets. He crashed into a city bus, causing the bus to hit a nearby house. 4 people on the bus were hospitalized. No word on the condition of the boy tonight.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now that's impressive. A British team chases fireworks world record. They fired off more than 56,000 rockets within 5 seconds. We won't know for a few days if they actually succeeded. We do know exactly how many rockets went off, but it's up to the Guinness Book to judge whether they hit that 5-second window.
Here's something you don't see every day, and that's a good thing. A black bear wandered out of the woods and into a television station's dumpster. The big guy apparently was craving stale bagels and fast food. After he's at the right place for that.
That's what we eat.
He's at the right place. After a few minutes of foraging, the animal lumbered off into the forest, guessing they'll keep the leftovers in the fridge tonight. And yeah, if he's looking for the fast food stuff.
Why were the stale bagels in the dumpster?
You know, usually when we
would
come
keep
in,
them
on the
here.
table for a while.
well, the bagels, yeah, they're always gone by the time we come in, but they're out back.
Yeah.
So we need to go in the dumpster and go after them.
They're ruined bagels. On the way, another Bronco lineman is on the injury shelf. But the guy you want to be heating up as we head into the season opener is heating up when today's Channel 6 Sports returns.
Tonight on Kimmel's. And now Joe Hughes with today's Channel 6 Sports.
It is a good thing the Boise State football team has depth on the offensive line because the team just lost another lineman to injury, senior Ryan Keating. Coach Chris Peterson told me he suffered a fractured left fibula this morning and is expected to be out 6 weeks. Keating was playing a backup role on the offensive line. The Broncos already lost Pete Cavender for the season. He was a 9-game starter last season and suffered an Achilles tendon injury during summer workouts. That was the bad news. The good news is, well, Jared Zabransky's not playing golf. He is. Coach Peterson has been selecting a player of the day each day of fall camp, and today was quarterback Jared Zabransky, as he has been the target of much criticism from last season's play. Coach Pete's been one of those, saying Zabransky needs to elevate his play, which he appears to be doing. Final public scrimmage is tomorrow night at Bronco Stadium. First game is 2 weeks from tonight. There's a shakeup going on in the athletic department at the College of Southern Idaho. A special coaches meeting this morning. Athletic director Jeff Dugan announced he is leaving the college. Dugan had no comment about the meeting to me today, but did say the issue would be discussed further at a board meeting on Monday night. Dugan has been with the college since 1991 and has been the athletic director for approximately 10 years. First round of the PGA Championship, Olin Brown on the par 3 17th hole. This is the way you want your ball to finish. Right in the hole, on the fly for a hole-in-one, and that's what it feels like too, like that on the fly in the cup. He was 3 over for the round. Phil Mickelson and Tiger each shot 3 under par today. The leaders are 6 under par. Up next, I'll show you the unique way a high school football team ended daily doubles when today's Channel 6 Sports returns.
Hi, I'm Stan Thomas. Let me invite you to Rock Creek, where the workday ends and your day begins. At Rock Creek, we serve only the finest cuts of meat, well-aged, marbled to perfection, and cut daily by our broiler. Enjoy a selection from our award-winning wine list, recognized by Wine Spectator magazine year after year. Oh, and did I mention desserts? Treat yourself right. Treat yourself to the Rock Creek tonight.
It's that time again, and the time...
Welcome back. The high school football season kicks off 1 week from tomorrow. That means some of the intense practices are wrapping up as teams start preparing for the games. Our Will Henneke was down in the Magic Valley today for a story that will air in our Pigskin Preview special on August the 26th. In the process, saw a unique way to put a cap on double days. Call them crazy relays.
Well, we usually have the crazy relays at the end of every 2 days.
The crazy relays aren't exactly the best kept secret at Minico High School.
Last day of double days, we do a condition called BYAs, and they always trick us.
In fact, the kids kind of see them coming.
Hustle over here and hustle, blah, 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 and then we always get new relays and watermelon.
The crazy relays are the unofficial end of double days for the Spartans, where they work on such football-related skills as spinning like a ballerina with the ball over their head, somersaults, and good old-fashioned human wheelbarrow racing.
I like crazy relays too, but we almost won this year, but we didn't.
Maybe that group needs to get a little better at vital talents like headbutting a football up and down the field to avoid a similar fate next fall. Players have their favorites.
Probably the fireman one. We have to pack them. I think that's the easiest.
And they're not so favorites.
The hardest, the one where you run out and put the ball on your head and spin around 20 times. And then you got to sprint back.
Anybody ever fall doing that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you fall?
Oh, yeah.
All in the name of a little team bonding and some good laughs at the end of a tough stretch for the players.
They're fun. You get really dizzy, but they're fun.
Will Henneke, today's 6 Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have you guys do that at the end of the show. You just push your chairs back.
I think I would injure myself diving towards a ball with my helmet and trying to shove it up ahead of me.
I'm thinking the spinning one.
Okay, yeah.
In your chairs.
Ladies first.
That one.
Ladies first. Thanks, Don. We'll be right back.
When it comes to choosing the golfing.
Here's a live look of downtown Boise from the Albertsons Tower Cam on top of the Grove Hotel. A nice evening out there. We're about the low 70s, so a little chilly. It's going to be really cool tomorrow morning, around 53 when you get up. But a pleasant day around 85 and then heating up into the weekend with nice dry conditions. A great weekend ahead of us.
Sounds good.
Like it.
Good night.